Yo, what's up, man?
All right, DJ, let's get some shots up. Here's what we're gonna do. Just like that. Got average covered for sure. I want to see more next time. What up, DJ?
Next time.
Let's go, everybody. Phenomenal win. You should be very proud of yourselves. And let's get to work so we can keep up that positive energy. We're not really getting enough production out of our fast break opportunities, so we're gonna work on that today. All right, set it up and get started.
Focus! Focus!
Hey, keep the ball.
Get there!
Good work, team. Let's get one more drill in.
All right, DJ, let's get to work. Now, here's what we're gonna do.
Focus, focus! Hey, let's do it! Good boy, good boy! Hey, get back!
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Get it started, man. Let's get it started.
Okay, keep it moving, fellas. Come on now.
See you later.
All right, DJ, let's get to work. Now, here's what we're gonna do.
You got it, you got it. Come on, man.
Right here! Do it! Come get it, come get it! Watch the pit! Hit it!
Buckets!
Pick, pick! Go over it! Over it! Do it! Turn it up! Watch the screen!
Keep the flow going, guys. Let's go.
See you later.
Hey, welcome to the Gatorade Fuel Bar.
I'm good today. Thanks.
All right, see you next time.
Usually every year I grind my career, and once I'm a 99, I'm going to be in a competitive pro-am. I've been a point guard every year because
the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Detroit Pistons here at their home. Looking at the Pistons, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Detroit shining brightly tonight. What a look at the Motor City from just across the river. The Cavaliers coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. And before this,
Well, Kevin, he said defensively their main priority.
Okay, David, thanks. And Brent, coming up to the halfway point of the season, many things can still happen, but it feels like we're starting to filter out who the real contenders will be.
Yeah, I think we're right now, Kevin, in the spot where the tide is filling in both conferences. You start to see coaches shorten their lineup a little bit, making sure that they're getting sharper, getting the rest. And one of the telltale signs, Kevin, is that good teams are destroying the teams that they should, preparing themselves for the playoffs.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Cleveland. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Thunder is out there with Thomas. And it's James in at the 3 slot. Pass to Thunder. LeBron, a screen on Bradley. Thunder passes to Love. It's a pick by Love. Shot clock at 6. Thomas dishes to Love. Fires it up. No good on that one. Now the Pistons take it the other way. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, it felt like they were teenagers during the summer. Low levels of activity, allowed too many good looks. Just not their night.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Thomas kicks to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Feeds it to Tolliver. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. On the wing, Harris. Here's Marjanovic. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Marjanovic has got his first basket of the night. Thomas with the ball. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Detroit.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Love with the screen for Thomas. Love. The rebound by Marjanovic. For Detroit, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Bradley. And the foul called on Thunder. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. Here's Bradley. Good on the 13-footer. Bradley's got his second bucket tonight.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Pass to Love. Back to LeBron. Floats it up for James. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
LeBron gets behind the eyes of the defense for the highlight reel jam.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Here's Bradley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. The Pistons shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
And the Cavs' big 3 completed with the trade of #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love. Brent, if they had to do it all over again, you still think they make that trade?
Absolutely, Kevin. They brought a championship to Cleveland, a drought of 54 years, and Kevin Love was a big reason why they got to the top of the mountain. So I would absolutely make that trade.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
And the rejection by Love.
Encouraging signs when Kevin Love is that intense on the defensive end. Swats that one away.
The putback, it's good on the putback. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Bradley kicks to Jackson. over Thomas. Jackson misses. Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
That free throw, no good. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. He kicks to Bradley. Passes it to Marjanovic. Over Thompson. The dish now to Jackson. Back to Marjanovic. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And stolen by Love. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here. A different look here for Detroit. C.J. Miles. He's checked in for Tolliver. And Smith subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Jay Crowder's checked in for the Cavaliers. Brent, when you were playing in Seattle, those were the best assist years statistically of your career. What led you to become such a catalyst for that offense?
Well, it was interesting just as I finally got an opportunity to start to play with the basketball as a 2-guard a little bit more in Seattle, trying to play a little bit more up-tempo. And again, I'll mention opportunities because of Gary Payton getting double-teamed. It opened up situations for me, Kevin, where I could be a bit more creative as the off-guard.
And you love that, didn't you?
I love playing that way. I wish I had more years of doing that, kind of the run-and-gun style that Phoenix employed for most of the mid-2000s. With that 7 seconds or less, I could have been agreeable with that.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. A different look here for Detroit. Henry Ellenson comes in for Marjanovic, and it's Kennard in for Avery Bradley. And Cleveland with a change here too. Rose is checked in. Smith kicks to Miles. There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Love.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Here's Thunder. And Ellenson pulls it down.
Really shocking he didn't take advantage of that golden opportunity there. He needs to be much better in that situation.
Ellenson with a screen for Smith. Top of the key, Ellenson. Harris, right side. Shoots over Crowder. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Cleveland leading by 3. James outside. The pass to Thunder. He feeds it to Rose. It's a pick by Love. Fader on the way. Second chance shot. Misses the layup.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
And the basket by Harris.
Terrific job by Smith to dish that one off to his open teammate right there.
James against Miles. LeBron outside. Pass to Thunder. And he banks in the layup. And since the start of the season, you can see the improvement and refining of DJ's game. Greg, when he's on the floor, a large part of that progression comes from the extra time he spends improving his game.
No doubt. You know, every player in the NBA is dedicated, but it is rare to see a player like DJ who can improve so quickly by putting in all those extra hours in between games. That is a trait that only elite players tend to possess. And this is what Rose brings to the table. When he gets out in the open court, he doesn't take his foot off that pedal.
Smith, the pass to Harris. New 24-second clock for Detroit, and good that time.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
Outside Rose. James sets the screen for Rose. Here's Thunder. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Thunder's got 5 points so far.
Well, LeBron is just a terrific player, has no problem giving up his body with the screen to free up one of his guys.
To the paint, off the pick. And Ellenson with the lay-in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside Rose. Over Smith. And it's off the back rim, no good. Pistons trail by 3. Harris passes to Kennard. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Screen by Smith. There's the pick. High post shot. And Detroit again with the bucket. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
I mean, really good with their post presence, and it's really allowed them to establish a physical tone here in the first.
Well, they're attacking the rim in more than one way, and with that kind of success, you feel like the defense is going to make the adjustment. Then you start playing inside out.
They've got Kennard. C.J. Miles is out there with Johnson. Then there's Ish Smith, and it's Ellenson in at the center position. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Smith kicks to Love. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Love's got the lead up to 5 now for Cleveland.
Kevin Love, such a versatile offensive player who can pass, who can shoot with range. I like him looking to score inside to get himself going, and that's the way that the offense has tended to go. First quarter seems to belong to Kevin Love.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. The Cavaliers leading by 11 and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Pistons was definitely a big factor. He ended up with 10 points and did a lot of work at the foul line, picking up free throw after free throw. It was a great combination for a guy who's considered to be more of a role player for this team. We'll see what he can bring to the table tonight, Kevin.
Hey, David, thank you very much. What kind of carryover guys you think we'll see for him tonight?
Well, we know his confidence level has to be high coming into this game. Physically, he might be a little worn down, but mentally, he's got to be feeling very good.
That's an important part, GA. All players get run down physically, but such a great feeling when you're riding one of those emotional highs and a hot streak, which he is doing right now.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. Here's Bradley. Bradley with another miss. And you can't defend Kevin Love with smaller players. He can take him down on the block.
Well, he can back them up a little bit, Kevin. Then go to either hand. Use the right, use the left, and shoot the jump hook over the top. And then sometimes if he slows himself down, has a great pump fake to draw in the contact.
Here's LeBron. No good. Shot missing. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
I mean, frustrating when missed free throws become contagious. Really the Achilles heel in that one.
Yeah, you tried to put up these scoring runs, and it hurts when you all of a sudden just give away free points from the free throw line.
Thunder passes to Thomas. Baseline J on the way. James with another miss. Pistons trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson dishes to Bradley. Shot to stop the run. Bradley with another miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Pistons.
And they've pretty much ignored the corner three tonight. It's a useful shot to have. It really forces the D out wide and opens things up in the middle.
And the Pistons making a change here. Miles is checked in. LeBron passes to Thunder. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And, well, Detroit shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. And Miles kicks to Jackson. Back to Miles. Harris outside. Marjanovic down low. It's up against Thompson. And that one's good. Marjanovic. Cleveland leading by 14. Passes it to Thunder. LeBron outside. Down low. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Harris outside. Dishes to Jackson. Back to Harris. They set the pick. Bradley is screen on LeBron. Launches a three. Harris misses.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Kicks it to Bradley. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Back to Jackson. That three off the mark. And here are the Cavaliers stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Outside Thomas. LeBron James on the wing. Miles against Shumpert. Floats one, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Yeah, you got to prevent Shumpert from a straight line drive like that. You can't let him gut the defense that way.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Smith outside, over Thomas. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding a big 18-point lead.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Teron Lou. Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way. Move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run in transition.
Always.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the... Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
Well, we saw that in the first half, and he's constantly on the move and slipping behind the eyes of the defense to work closer to the rim.
So on the floor for Cleveland, the two stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Thomas is out there with Thunder, and it's Thompson in at the center, locking down the middle. Right side Bradley, 11 feet away, and he drops that one in. Bradley's got 14 points.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up. Well, Tyronn Lue's still pretty much new to the coaching ranks, but a tremendous amount of experience from his playing career. He won titles with Kobe and Shaq in Los Angeles for the Lakers, played alongside Michael Jordan in Washington, and he's seen LeBron James bring a title back to Cleveland. That's a lot of championship experience for Ty Lue.
Pistons trailed by 21. There's a screen by Marjanovic. The feed to Tolliver. Marjanovic down low. He's guarded by Thomas.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Love with the bucket.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that one miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
Jackson dishes to Harris. Feeds it to Tolliver. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's James. There's the pass to Thunder. There's the triple. Rebound, Detroit. Marjanovic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bradley passes to Jackson. Back to Bradley. In the corner, it's Harris. Marjanovic just screen on Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it back.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Love can't hit.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
Over to the wing. Jackson against Thomas. For 3, Harris. Pistons keep it alive. Count that one. Marjanovic has got 10 points.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Detroit's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Outside Jackson. He dishes it to Tolliver. Bradley kicks to Marjanovic. Over Thompson. And that one's good. Marjanovic has got 8 here in the quarter.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Cleveland ahead, just dominating this one. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And now let's take a listen to Stan Van Gundy on a recent huddle.
You're gonna have to help and close, not just stand near. Everybody's just trying to keep their guy from scoring. Come on now, we gotta be better than this, guys.
And pleading for better help defensively, Stan Van Gundy telling his guys that that almost is not just going to cut it in a game like this.
Yeah, I mean, they've been lacking in terms of aggressiveness on that end, and as a result, the stops just haven't been there.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, so we'll see how much things change up here. They've got Marjanovic. Kennard is out there with Jackson. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Moreland in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Each coach has his strengths, and they've got weaknesses, but if you needed someone to draw up a play to get you 1 bucket out of a timeout, who are some of the names you turn to?
I think I'm going to turn to Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, possibly James Harden, because 2 points can happen after a free throw, right, Kev? So
yes.
I could get James Harden to the line, and then 1 LeBron James. That's not a bad list of guys to turn to if I need 2 points.
Absolutely. And then what coach would you have draw up that play?
If I don't say Pop, my life will cease to exist. I will say Greg Popovich in late game situations does a marvelous job. Not only, Kevin, of getting the ball to the guy that he wants potentially to get the game winner, but to have options and to make sure that that player sees those options in case something breaks down. And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out, needs a bit more support.
Thomas a screen. Here's Thunder. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Jackson with it. Picked up by Thompson. Jackson passes to Marjanovic. And Thompson sends it back.
Well, Thompson lives in the paint, and defensively, occasionally, you're going to get to shots like that.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Brent, many teams have cracked down on cell phone use during practices and during games. Can anything be done on a league level in that regard?
Hold on, Kevin. I'm getting a call.
Okay, good. Yeah. Can you put him on hold for just a second?
Yeah, Mom, I'm talking to Kevin Harlan. Yeah, it's a different age. I don't think the league, Kevin, can do anything with regards to how players use their mobile devices. That's up to the team and how it is a coach make sure that the demands of what your practice schedule is and your game schedule and your attentiveness to those times that you need to be there, that takes precedence. The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Pass to LeBron. Here's Thunder. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Thunder. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Jackson to the left side wing. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. They set the screen. Here's Harris. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
Here's Thunder. Gets the 14-footer to fall. The Pistons have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Montero. Brent, for the NBA, it's been a very prosperous time over the last couple decades. What do you think has been the key factor or factors in the growth and the popularity of the game?
Kevin, I think the game speaks for itself and always will. The NBA, to me, is the greatest game that we get a chance to watch. Athleticism and poetry in motion. But one of the things at its foundation and core that I've loved is that the guys that are carrying the mantle for the league right now are likable. And there's nothing that beats likability.
And they appreciate, Brent, I think they appreciate the people that were before them very much.
I think they not only appreciate what's gone before them, Kevin, they're in the moment now. And they appreciate what's going on with their careers in their moment.
And the basket by Harris.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Outside Thomas. Shot from free throw range and off the front iron, and in it goes. Thomas got 9 points here in the second half. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. They set the pick. Jackson dishes to Ellenson. Pass to Kennard. Outside Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Detroit with a fresh 24. Here's Harris. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
Left side Thomas. Passes it to Thunder. Stolen by Jackson. He kicks to Harris. Here's Montero. There's the dish to Ellenson. Clock at 4. He feeds it to Jackson. From deep. Again, the miss by Jackson. Cleveland's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Here's Thunder. It's good. At that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Montero kicks to Ellenson. To the left side wing. Here's Kennard. Again, the Pistons score.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
There's the pick. James in the post. The kick out to Crowder. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Jay Crowder.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Left side Jackson. Over Thomas. And Detroit again with the bucket. Now here's LeBron. Hey, Brent, we've seen Hall of Fame players become coaches, but often it seems like the smart role player, they sustain more success in that role of head coach. Why is that?
I think, Kevin, a lot of times the role player is a conduit between both ends of the spectrum of your team. He can communicate with the star player. He can also talk to the guy who's the 12th man on the bench and make sure that both of them are getting what it is that they need to be in the best position to succeed. That's why you see a lot of players in that middle ground who do a great job of becoming NBA coaches as they understand the role of each.
And the work ethic, too, because for role players, maybe it hasn't come as easy, whereas for a superstar, it was too easy.
That's true, Kevin. And how much work do you have to do with the most talented player on your team? It's pretty specific what his role is going to be. I think a role player who ends up being a coach understands the work dynamic of the rest of the team surrounding that player to create a great positive environment around your star.
Here's Harris. Bucket is good.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Love.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Ellenson kicks to Jackson. There's a screen. Vicious to Ellenson. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Thunder. Count that one.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
The pass to Montero. On the wing, Jackson. Out to the right wing. Pulls up. Harris outside. Back to Jackson. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
You getting the hang of this NBA thing? DJ Savvy Vets.
Don't tell Sham.
Oh, no.